two brush knee variants. One is just simply the moving back. You can clearly see I've taken my weight right back. And there. Then there's the one that follows when you're stepping. And you can see with that one is the same sort of thing, but the most common way to interpret this is against a sort of low attack. And the low attack is usually a kick. Now, if he's kicking with a straight kick, it makes perfect sense. He's within range. Most people don't think of kicks being within range, but they really are launched at about that sort of range. So as he kicks, I'm going to increase the range just a little in my cat stance. So now I'm just out. Here it's optimum. Jeff doesn't want to launch it too close because he'll be stifled. So by me drawing back into cat stance on that initial thing, it's working. So watch from this angle. Watch as Jeff kicks how my moving out of the way helps so that he's only just contacting. So whereas if I hadn't, or if he's factored that in, and he's getting me optimally, how just drawing back a little just takes some of the sting out. So I've got a little bit of penetration. Now watch my hand sneaking over the top, and you can see how it deflects. And of course, he's flying right back in, so that's your application. All right, Jeff kicks hard. Die! Okay. You can see I don't have to impact hard because if he does it slowly and softly again, it slides. So I'm catching him, deflecting him there. And the reason it goes around the brush knee is precisely because that happens. But there's so many other applications. One could be, so that's just, most people kick with a very poor sort of round movement. Okay. And again, that's the sort of range he's at. If I want to really take the sting out of that, I can stop the thigh with that. Okay. At the same time, I can draw my leg back because that avoids some of the impact. So again, we swap sides. You can see, okay. At the same time, I can sometimes, depending on the height, catch the leg. And this is where it helps. If the kick is a little higher, I've got this hand. So now there. This may seem a little dark to some. But they go, what are you going to do? Block like I do as a kick. Remember, you're moving back, maybe slightly sideways, taking some of the sting out. If I'm going to catch, I found very early in my career, this sort of angle, and that is quite effective. So there, having caught him. Okay. I've got two options. Jeff, smartest option is to turn around, not in this particular case, is to pull out that way. And that happens so quickly, you'd be surprised. So, 1, 2. So I might have plans on doing this, but he's twisting on the spot. So what I really want to do if I ever catch him is to stop that. Yeah. You can't. Again. Stop. I push into his hip, roll, and I take him down. I borrow a rope. Yeah. I'll do the same side. Again, kick, hard. That's it. So it's not too comfortable to take, but you can. Yeah? The truth of the matter is there's lots of things you can do, and we have lots of options from the forms for high kicks. High kicks are not really that relevant, yeah? But let's assume that he did throw a high kick. Okay. I have his arm coming around. It's not ideal, but I can stop there. And there are worse things that could happen, but I probably wouldn't do that. As he throws it in, I would do one of the other moves that you've just seen from snake creeps through grass. There are plenty of moves where I don't move.
Far out.
and take him down. But let's assume I did misjudge the situation and I was there. I got that. Boom, and I got the double. Boom. If I have his leg, I can draw the strike. I don't need to strike his. See from the other side. So once I've got the leg caught, if I hook it there, I'm driving. Watch the body movement. As he kicks, Jeff moves, but do it again slowly. Jeff in the form goes straight back. In practice, Jeff's going to go slightly sideways and to the side. Go. Okay, and now he's got the move. Bang. Slow motion. Slow motion. Better option is not against any kind of kick. And that is, he's grabbing. Double clinch. And he does with a double clinch, and he starts to be aggressive with a knee kick. The multiple ones. Yeah. So I'll come along to Rob. And the biggest and best clinch is with my elbow cord right there. So slowly watch, grab. This is for this one. So I'm going to take this, knock it in sideways. Okay. So 1, 2. I could bring my knee straight down. I occupy my leg on the center line. So that now I step behind his leg. So 1, 2, 3. Again. Go. Be careful. A little bit more vigorously. Go.
Elbow straight into that knee as well as
very unpleasant. So I have to be careful. So 1. I'm pushing it in, pushing that in. I'm occupying the center line. Now from there, I'm extending. Yeah. If I can, I push on that hip. You see that action? On the leg. Push that in. 1, 2. 1, 2. If I can, I push on that hip. After he's clinched, I'm assuming, so my first one is there. Yeah? So I'm going to take because I'm assuming 90% of people are right-handed. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in here. Now it's a standard move, we always come back. So 1, start from knee. I'll occupy the center line, and my elbow will come down. But I want to push him there. I want to occupy that center line. Don't forget that from there, I can now snake that hand down to control the foot. So don't forget this aspect. Because the truth of the matter is, once I've got this frustrated and there, okay, he may still be holding on. All I need is just to touch. I'm touching on 2 points. Now when I drive, bang, you can see he's caught. All it ever takes, if I'm doing anything, is your knee. Knee with that hand. And you just need 2 points of contact to disrupt balance. 2 points of contact, whatever they might be, point 1, point 2. Yeah? Then I use a third vector, whichever that is, to disrupt balance. So taking this, using the other side, 1, 1, 2, and now a third vector is simply to push forward. So all you need to do is get those 2 in contact. So don't forget, as he grabs you, make sure, yes, you've done that, and that's nasty. And I bring a center line in. Okay, he's probably still going to get me something, oof. All right. But now from there, whether he lets go or he holds on, I go for there. He'll probably even let me do that, and I don't really care. It doesn't matter from there. Because he can hold on, he's going to be pulling back now, and as he pulls back out of that, because he doesn't like the fact that he's missed, wants to swap legs, so he pulls back, that's when I strike. So that's why there's a withdrawal. Explain what you're doing.
Coming in, breaking the structure, withdrawing, hitting the knee, hooking behind if I can, taking out the hip, driving forward.
And you're explaining that once you've got those angles, you were saying, explain, go.
Once I've got him at this point, and the legs up behind.
You've occupied the center line, yeah?
I've occupied the centre line, yes. I've broken the structure there of the arm, come over the top.
Now, does it matter whether you come over the top?
No,
If he really wants to doggedly hold on, doesn't matter, does it?
no, not at all. Even this, actually that, sorry Rob, that actually even will be playing into my advantage, because I can still hook his arm in with my
Precisely,
elbow, my
precisely. We're assuming he's going to let go because he feels the game is over, but let's assume you can go either way, yeah? Thanks. Jeff's doing a reverse thrust, okay? And I'm cutting round, and I'm going there. And now there, and there. And we're staying in contact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice my body movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just practicing this. Where does this come in useful? Again, if he's punching, yeah, you can throw hard on. You can do it as a palm, heel, or as a fist. We'll make it palm so it's exactly as per the form. Throw it hard, yeah, and you can see how it slides. I have to, with your hand, slow motion, slide it. Sorry, there. It seems a little kooky. You're going to throw hard on. Until you realize how little room there is, how much slide. Once he's coming over the top. If he feels that he's being compromised, he withdraws. So, one, and back. And it sweeps down. This might seem dumb until you realize, hang on, my arm is up. He's throwing say a cross. That might be, you threw that hand, my only chance, yeah, of getting it deflected. This is good, even against a sort of a cross that way. I know it seems daft. But the point is, if I catch it at the right spot, right, I'll get him to do an open hand. That way, because I'm going to get him to do a hard one. If he hits me, I'm not going to get too badly damaged. All right, and again, go. Okay, and again, hard. Now, he's going to do the same thing, but it's a little bit higher. My arms are high. Watch. Okay, so, slowly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Sliding, 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 sliding.